Alright, you bastards, this is Some-Belgian-prepper, and today I want to talk about something that has bothered me in some police traffic videos, and yeah, it's your EDC for everyday commute or driving in your car. And what I noticed in these traffic stop videos is people, it's not only because they're anxious, but they don't really know where their stuff is. Some cars are just a real mess, or some stuff are not in handy places. I see them fumble around. They don't know where their driver's license is, their certain things when they need it. Or this is also how accidents are started, because people are driving and they want to eat something and they start to fumble around and then they lose control over the wheel and accidents happen. So to prevent accidents and fumbling around with traffic stops, I would say always have everything in arm's reach. So I'm gonna show you some of the more important things. For example, first of all, I always keep my EDC bag next to me in case I need to flee the car or to need to give first aid to someone, because this is also my first aid kit. Second, your driver's license, insurance, papers, and all that stuff, always have this in reach. A lot of people, they start to looking around on their body. I would say always keep your insurance and your driver's license and all that papers within arm reach. For example, I always have this right here, all neat in a map. That's when the police ask them, I can just give it them and they can just open it up and directly find everything. And it will also help with less agitating the officers. So always have this within hand distance. Alright, next thing I would say is, and this is something that is perhaps in Belgium more, I think, that is a parking meter card. So there are certain places where you can park, but you can only park for a certain time. So what you do is, you look at the time, you turn the wheel to the time that you have, and you place it under your windshield, and then the parking officers and parking meter guards can see, oh, this person stands here for this amount of time, so he can still park here until the 30 minutes or something. So always have this within arm reach, because you don't want, what a lot of people are doing is, they think, oh, where did I leave my parking meter card? And they think, it's only for a few minutes. But that's what happened to me. I once forgot it to set my parking meter. I was only away for 2 minutes. Guess what? Your little boy here got a ticket. To avoid those, always have this close to you. Another important thing is, always have your yellow vest with you in case there is an accident. You're driving at night, you see something on the road, you want to move it away, or there is a situation and it's nighttime or it's less visible by mist or something. Always have this right next to you. A lot of people have this, I see, have this in their trunk, and yeah, that's not a good place, because when you step out, that's where a lot of people got ran over by a car because they weren't that visible by opening their car. Another thing I would say is, have some first aid in the car too, and not only with your EDC or bug out bag. So this is Israeli bandages. It's always right here, in ready for the go, in case I need some help or somebody else needs some help. Another thing is, I would say is, and it is perhaps important for people who are who have an higher metabolism, and that is, have some snackaroos around. I would say some crackers or some sugary goods like Tic Tacs. So in case you feel a little bit tired, or your blood sugar is going a little bit down, you can just pop one in and get a little bit sugar rush that will can help you to get to a place where you can rest a little bit. Another thing that I find important is, have some money with you. I would say some cash. This is for certain things, perhaps for some toll that you have to pay to get over certain bridges or places, could be helpful. Also, if you go into a grocery, I don't know how it is in other countries, but if you go into the groceries in Belgium and you want a cart, you have to put some coins inside of them, so they will be sure that you will bring it back. So that's handy to always have this right with you. Or if you, in case you have to go into the store to buy a soda or a newspaper or something very small, you have always some nickel with you on the side. Another thing is, I would say, is if you don't use USB and are a little bit more of an older person like me, and you want to use a CD, place it next to you, because a lot of people, their CDs are in their glove compartment or something else, and when they drive, they go like this to change the CD. And yeah, if it's right next to you, you can just pop it up, open, and shove it in without the need to leaning away. Another thing I would say is, before you go somewhere, you have a long drive behind it, especially during the summer, you will smell a little bit. Have a little bit of perfume in your car. Can work a lot of way, especially if you're going to meet with clients or whatever. You can smell after a hot ride in a car, so that can be very, very helpfully. Another thing I would say is, have your GPS on standby. So like you see, I can just grab my GPS and wander around without the need to actually get out of my seatbelt in case that I'm lost. Because sometimes you don't want to stand too long still with a car in certain areas. Another thing is, I would say, is that is my emergency hammer. I made a video about this, but that is within arm reach in case the car gets flipped over or there's an accident. I can just grab this, take it out, and use it to cut the seatbelt or smashing the windows. Wait, I think oh, another thing that you probably can use is, and this is now for the winter time, one of these scrapers. Always have this in your car, because a lot of people forget to take them inside of the car from outside, especially when they go to work. It snows during work, they get back to the car and it's all snowed up or iced, and they don't have this with them. So always keep these things in your car, always, in case that you never forget. Always also have a paper route in case your GPS breaks down, because that is also something that happened to me one time. I was driving with my car, I had to be somewhere, and my GPS broke, and I was lost for 2 hours to get to my destination. If I had my my map inside of the car that day, I would at least found my way to the place where I should be. But these days, road signs are less and less because of the availability of GPS. But if your GPS breaks, yeah, then you're royally fucked, so to say. Yeah, I think that is all the things that you can. Oh, by the way, I made another video about this. Have one of these bedpans in case you have a long commute or you have traffic. You have a traffic jam. You need to take a piss, but you can't because of police, or it's going so slow but yet too fast to stop, take a piss. Have one of these bedpans. I made a video about this little thing, and yeah. Have I forgotten something? Please let me know in the comments. I'm always out to try new things or to do things that I've forgotten. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers!